In section 33 of Song of Myself, Whitman declares his acceptance of time and space as a sort of transcendence. But we return to crossing Whitman friendly quote. The impalpable sustenance of me from all things at all hours of the day, the simple, compact, well-drawn scheme, myself disintegrated, everything, everyone disintegrated, yet part of the scheme. The similitudes of the past and those of the future of Manhattan, of the American. So time avails not, and distance avails not. I'm with you, we are one. We are one as quote-unquote American. This is empire building. This is nationalism. So center place could have this very sensitive political implication dimension. The poet is grateful to those, quote, dumb and beautiful ministers, quote, the objects, events, and phenomena, both natural and cultural, for their good work in shaping our common American identity. These objects and events are, of course, internalized. Quote, we plant you permanently within us, unquote, and thus become part of you and me. You furnish, quote, you furnish your parts toward eternity, great or small, you furnish your parts toward the soul. Okay. So the environment of Manhattan, named or unnamed environment, interpenetrate, interscribe. Okay. Me and the not me. Emerson and me and the not me, interfused. It is perhaps unrealistic to pin too much hope on nature writing to teach us how we shall live. But the rise of nature writers provide an occasion for re-examining many canonical writers from a fresh perspective. Although the potential revival of mimetic realism is feared and contested by scholars of the post-structural appreciation, as Whitman fears the debate between Dana Phillips and Glenn Love, among others, the change from the linguistic turn to the ecological turn perhaps carries the hope of re-secularizing life and literature, and then the fierce contest for the power of interpretation between the ecological and the post-structural is nothing that should disturb or unduly alarm us. As we examine the canonical writers, we often encounter similar contests even within the same author. Emerson, for example, is a good case in point. Okay. Emerson writes the ecstatic nature, but he also writes experience, illusion, faith. These pieces apparently have different visions of man and the world. Whitman, who calls himself a cosmos, but of Manhattan the sun. I'm a cosmos, universe, but I'm also an American, I'm also the son of Manhattan. As Chen Zhibian says, he's the son of Taiwan, right? The son of Manhattan. Is keenly aware of being situated in a specific historical environment. And this keen awareness contributes not insignificantly toward legitimizing the poet as a nature writer. One who inscribes upon his environment, but is also aware of and willingly submits himself to and embraces the counter-inscription of the environment. But the end process of inscribing and counter-inscribing are a complex affair. There sometimes entail fierce contest between the real and the virtual, and struggles to break out of the prison house of representation of the inscribed, constructed environment. In section 2 of Song of Myself provides a good case in point. I'm trying to read section 2 of Song of Myself. Part of it, I quote, houses and rooms are full of perfumes. The shelves are crowded with perfumes. The shelves are crowded with books. Yeah. I breathe the fragrance myself. I know it and I like it. The distillation would intoxicate me also, but I shall not let it. The resistance to the manufacturing, to the made contracted perfumes. On the other hand, I thought, the atmosphere is not a perfume. It has no taste of the distillation. It is odorless. It is for my mouth forever. I'm in love with it. So I don't resist it. I will go to the bank by the word, and become undisguised and naked. I meant for it to be in contact with me. There's a clear preference of the natural to the constructed, right? The perfume is in air, but atmosphere is in air too. But my preference, my choice was the atmosphere. I'll go there, become naked, be immersed in it, be soaked in it, fused.